Welcome into South Florida Daily. Happy almost weekend. What are you doing this weekend, Megan?
You know, I have to go get my hair done.
Love that.
Yeah, it'll probably look very similar next week, but to me it'll be a little bit different.
It always makes you feel good.
You feel good, you feel refreshed. We're all about that.
Absolutely.
All right, we have a bunch of great content for you today, so let's go ahead and dive right into this amazing show.
The Aquatic Circus is in town and we are giving away tickets. Stay tuned to learn how you can win tickets to Cirque Italia. It's no secret South Florida is known for tennis and polo. Frank Licari checks out the Delray Beach Tennis Center and Wellington International.
It's good to be a sports fan in the Palm Beaches. Did you know there are over 150 golf courses in the county? And year-round, you can access 47 miles of coastline for water sports like fishing, snorkeling, and scuba diving. And there's even one perfect week in February where 5 amazing spectator sports converge. It kicks off with the Delray Beach Open. Over 10 days, 60,000 fans descend on this beach town to see the best in tennis. Current competitors and fan favorites are both on site, and this is the only tournament in the world to feature the ATP Tour and the ATP Champions Tour players. I think you're going to love what we find inside.
I'm Mark Barron. I'm the tournament director for the Delray Beach Open. It's a place to be seen, and it's grown every year for the last 28 years. When you come to this event, it's a family event. It's really for all walks of life. We have Kids Day, so we have kids here all week long. People from out of the state and out of the country fly in. I mean, how can you beat it? This is Delray Beach in February. There's so many things to do when you're here. I mean, we have games to play, different food. It's a foodie kind of place also, if you're into foods. And there's specials and drinks and fruit drinks.
We're making the Delray Beach Open smash. We get a couple of basil leaves, about a 4.5 count, 5 count of gin. Gonna lightly muddle them to get the flavor out. A splash of lime juice and a splash of simple syrup. Bada boom. Bada bang.
We're the only tournament in the world that has a 10-day event starting with the Champions Tour, which are your former world-known players who've retired and are still playing on the Champions Tour, and that's a 3-day event. And during that 3 days, which is the opening weekend, you also have the qualifiers. I mean, we have a tournament for qualifiers where the last 4 get into the tournament. It's really one heck of a weekend to start the event. And then Monday starts the World Tour event. The big guys known from all over the world, the top players in the world. It's so exciting because after you're here, you can walk down Atlantic Avenue and go see the beach. I mean, how can you beat that? Tennis has really built this city as a base. If you walk Atlantic Avenue anytime during the year, you'll hear 10 to 20 different languages. And it's due to getting this event seen around the world.
We're off to catch the CV Whitney Cup final, and I'm going to find out if I have what it takes to be a hired assassin. That's polo speak for a professional player.
So as long as you're strong enough to kind of hold the mallet and let gravity do the work,
right.
and as long as you have a decent attention span, we can start you at 6, 7, 8 years old.
My attention span, I would have had to start around 23, I think.
Yeah, amazing. Bring that mallet back like a pendulum, and bring it forward. Okay?
Gotcha. Yes.
So I bring that mallet back and forward. Ball's gone. We got a natural on our hands, guys.
Okay, cool. Grab this.
Yep. And swing over.
All right.
Fantastic. You're on OSA today. Like I said, she'll take care of you.
Okay.
We put a lot of first-time riders on OSA. We've got 26 horses at the polo school, something to fit everyone's needs. Now you look like a polo player.
Okay, sure.
Fantastic.
Sure.
Amazing. I'm gonna hop on Oprah, and then I'm going to join.
Oprah?
All right? Oprah.
Wow.
Oprah. Steer, back, and forth. Well done.
Wow.
Amazing.
Okay. Now, when you're going fast, though, this changes everything, doesn't it?
It changes everything.
Yeah.
That's right. The faster you go, the slower you want to swing,
yeah.
and the less time you have, right?
Yeah.
So that ball's bouncing all over the place.
Oh, I missed it.
This is the toughest sport I've ever played.
Yeah.
And it's also the most enjoyment I've ever gotten out of a sport because when you do well, there's no better feeling. One thing about polo is everyone always shakes their hands at the end of the game. No matter the outcome, sportsmanship is paramount.
All right, well, we'll just ride off into the sunset.
That's right.
South Florida Daily is on the move with Palm Tran.
An amazing show is coming to Port St. Lucie this weekend. I'm joined by Alex Cicero with Cirque Italia. Alex, thank you so much for joining us here on South Florida Daily. Tell me a little bit about what people can expect to see at this show. This is called the Water Circus, so I'm assuming we've got water involved as well.
Yes, we have a stage. It's only 3 in the world. They have one in Dubai, one in Las Vegas, and one right here in Port St. Lucie. So I think it's a nice thing to come see it, right? The stage costs $500,000, and the stage, it breaks in half. It goes 30 feet high. We have 27 computers hanging on top of the stage. What there's the ones they drop, they pull the water and they drop the water, and you will see designs around the performers. A lot of people ask if we get wet. No, we don't get wet. We just work around the water. You see fountains, all the designs, and also lasers. So you will see 17 performers from different countries.
So this is a Cirque show with water elements. So we're still going to see all of that fanfare that we love. We've got master jugglers. We've got people walking on low wires. What else can people expect to see?
Oh, like I say, you have jugglers, we have bungees. This is this guy, and at some point that he goes all the way on top of the tent, he drops himself, hanging by his hands with the bungees. We have the Wheel of Death. There's Michelle from Brazil. You will see me on the trampoline. For some reason, the performer, the trampoline guy don't show up, so I have to do it. And you will see me falling down, trying to jump, and in the end, I will made it. And like I say, we have 17 performers from different countries like Brazil, Argentina, Portugal, Romania, French, Cuba, Mexico, Canada, and United States.
Somebody from everywhere. I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's a family-friendly show, right?
Yes, it's a family show. Like I have my wife, she's in the show. She's one of the trapeze artists. And I also have my 2 daughters. They also work in the show. The juggler guy, he have his other wife that she works in the show too. So we love to say we're families entertaining families. So it's a show for the whole family. I love to say I'm the clown, the ringmaster, and the host because I am the one that do everything. I introduce the performers. I introduce the show. So we have this 1950 show this year. There is a little kid that he go to sleep, and I come out from the TV. He was watching TV from the 50s. So I come out and we start the show. So we have a lot of rock and roll. I dress like Elvis Presley in one point of the show. I'm trying to sing, but the light move away from me. So you will see me jumping on top of the audience, trying to get the light so I can sing. It's a nice show.
Okay, so we're getting transported back in time. We're going to the 1950s. We'll see some sock hops, some Elvis Presley. I love that. That's amazing. What are you most excited about seeing in Port St. Lucie? What's your favorite act?
Wow, you know what? About this show, I like all the acts. I think every act is so amazing. We have these guys from Mexico. There is Antonio and Lupe. They do a Bonero act where Lupe put the apple in his head and he shoot a Bonero for real, so it's not tricks. Yeah, that's really amazing. And at some point, she put 5 balloons around her and he shoot 5 Boneros in the same time. They hit all 5 balloons. So, I mean, all the acts are really, really incredible.
I love it. I can't wait. And there's a big top, so it's just like your classic circus. You're walking in, you're getting all the atmosphere that we know and love and have grown up with.
Of course, it's a circus tent, a huge tent. It can fit 1,500 people in the tent. And don't worry, if it's hot, we have air conditioner. If it's heat, we put the heaters on. So don't worry.
What do you like about being in Port St. Lucie? Have you been there before?
Yes, it's our 3rd time playing here with a different show. This is the first time we're playing with the 1950s, and I love Port St. Lucie. I love the grass where we're playing here. The parking lot is amazing, and also we have all the restaurants right here, so we can walk there.
It's a nice stop for you. Amazing. Okay, so the show is February 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and where can people find tickets if they want to go?
They can go to cirqueitalia.com and you're gonna look for Gold Unit because we have six different shows. So make sure you go and look for Gold Unit. There's our show. Oh, also you can come right here at the ticket office right in front of the tent. It's open right now from 10 to 7 every day. You can get tickets. And don't forget to go to any local store. We have the little coupon. When you buy an adult ticket with the coupon, you get a free child tickets. So I think it's really nice for the family.
I love it. It sounds like a great outing for the family. I hope everybody comes and sees you this weekend.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you, Alex.
Bye, guys.
We're here in Miami at the Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center. What you need to know about their life-saving research is coming right up.
And later, Kitty London sits down for a bite to eat at a new breakfast and brunch spot in West Palm Beach.
Like these stories? Check us out on social at SouthFL Daily on Facebook and Instagram.
That's where we post those great giveaways and behind the scenes footage. Don't miss out. We'll be right back. The South Florida Daily set is sponsored by Eldorado Furniture.
Welcome back into South Florida Daily. Kitty London takes us to a new restaurant inspired by American and Caribbean cuisine.
We are going to Big John's Eatery today. It is What's Poppin' PBC.
Whether you stay in Palm Beach County or just visiting, a great way to start off the day is a great breakfast. So I stopped over to Big John's Eatery in West Palm Beach and sat with Big John himself, and things got a little gritty. Just let's start with the reason why you wanted a restaurant to begin with.
I mean, we've always been about community. My wife and I, we love having people over. People just always default to, hey, let's go to John and Sasha. So we always knew we wanted something where we could host people, and it kind of just happened.
So I know you said Sasha, so Sasha's your wife?
Sasha's my wife.
Okay.
These are all her recipes. She's our executive chef.
Wow.
And she comes up with different ideas. She executes it. She trains the staff on it. And it's just the stuff that we're used to having for our friends in our home. And now we get to share it with the public.
See, this is a decadent menu here. It looks good, but I know you also have some traditional food for our traditional breakfast lovers.
Yeah, we have bacon, sausage, hash brown casserole. Our breakfast potatoes are amazing. We toss them in a garlic aioli. We have we have your standard breakfast menu items, and then we have your specialty items, which is what we're featuring.
Okay, so I'm getting ready to taste some of this, and I want you to kind of walk me through what I'm experiencing.
Sure.
Now, if I jump out my chair, you know, I've experienced a food overload, but it's good. All right, so right now we are at the oxtails and grits. All right, and for people who are not familiar with oxtails, is it more of a Caribbean dish, so to speak?
I used to think it was a Caribbean dish. A lot of our guests have said that they grew up eating oxtail, like their grandma used to make oxtail for them. So I think it's a Caribbean. It's popular in the Caribbean communities, but I think it's also popular in the South as well.
Now, for my food etiquette critics that probably are watching me, probably why is she not using a fork, a spoon? I mean, I'm using a fork, but meaning using a knife. The meat is just falling off of the oxtail. I don't even need to do this.
Yeah, our oxtail and grits, like the oxtail itself, it's marinated for a couple days, and it's a process, and that's why we don't have it every day. It's on the weekends because it takes a while. And it's a really specialty dish for.
And it has carrots.
Yeah, carrots, scallions, but a lot of it is in the juices and the oxtail and the gravy. It's all made with love, and the moment you take a bite, you can taste it. The grits, you've never had these grits anywhere. I can't tell you what's in it, but a lot of love and some other things. But yeah, we have people that travel all across from all different places. Recently, we had a group from Atlanta that flew here just to try our food.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're excited. The word's getting out, and we're being very consistent, and so we're looking forward to meeting everybody that's going to be exposed to the show.
So let's go to our next one.
Yeah.
And I can eat salmon. Salmon's good. I can't eat shrimp, but I can eat salmon, so I'm good. All right, and you have what are the red things on there?
So that's tomatoes.
Okay.
Grape tomatoes. This salmon is made with our grits as the base.
Okay.
But the sauce, like the oxtail, it's homemade. It's a blackened Alfredo sauce. And then you got some spinach and you got some mushrooms in there.
Oh my God. When people come here, what experience would you like them to leave with?
I want them to feel like they're dining in our home, like they're an extended part of our family.
It's giveaway time. We are giving away tickets to see Cirque Italia, the Water Circus, coming soon to Port St. Lucie. Head to our Instagram page at South FL Daily. Look for the pinned post for more information. For full rules and regulations, visit southfldaily.com. Good luck. But first, on a more serious note, everyone knows somebody who is impacted by cancer. So we honor those who are fighting the disease and those who are doing research to help find a cure. This Sunday, it is World Cancer Day.
I sat down with a doctor at Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center in Miami. She gave us insight into their life-saving research. World Cancer Day is coming up, and we're here in Miami at the Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center. I'm here with Dr. Sophia George. Dr. George, tell me a little bit about the Sylvester Center and what goes on here, and also what you do here.
Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center is the only NIH National Cancer Institute designated cancer center in South Florida. Obviously, we're a cancer center, so we treat individuals who are diagnosed with disease, but we also think about people who do not have disease and their risk. So specifically, I am a molecular geneticist, and I study breast and ovarian cancer. And we want to understand in our work, what are the risk factors that increase risk for these diseases in certain populations.
And what motivates you in particular in this amazing work that you do here?
So my work is really focused on studying women of African ancestry, for which we have a lot of these populations here in South Florida. And we have seen worse outcomes and higher risk of disease in these populations. So what motivates me is understanding the disease etiology, so what's driving this disease, and then how can we improve outcomes of people in our community.
And the theme this year for World Cancer Day is to close the gap. What does that mean for the populations that you study?
So overall, it means identifying individuals at high risk, letting them know and they being aware of their risk, so that they can do things to decrease their risk and decrease their cancer burden in their population. It means increasing survivorship and outcomes, so doing research to identify new treatment opportunities. It also means care, improving quality of care for our patients and our population.
And why is the cancer risk different in this population that you study?
So in general, different populations have different risk factors for different types of cancers. And in particular, just like the Ashkenazi Jewish population, we've identified in a subgroup of Caribbean individuals, the Bahamians, that they have higher rates of these genes that are mutated. And so it means that we are targeting prevention, increasing awareness in the general population of South Florida and also globally, so that they know that they can do something about decreasing their cancer burden.
Dr. George, what can you say to our viewers about early cancer detection and awareness?
If you feel something, do something about it. One of the things that's important is that you're self-aware. Know your bodies. Build relationships with your care team. And if you do need to access care, if you are diagnosed with a cancer, Sylvester is the place that you should come get treated, because we do have experts across the entire cancer care continuum that are specialized to treat individuals with this disease.
Well, it's such great work that you do here, and definitely for the minority populations, and we can't wait to learn more. Thank you so much, Dr. George.
Thank you.
Terry Fader, welcome into South Florida Daily. How are you doing today?
Wow, we are so good. I'm doing good too. This is Winston.
Winston, okay. Tell me about Winston.
Oh, I'm an impersonating turtle. I think she was asking me. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is Winston, the impersonating turtle, right? And really, he kind of joined my act when I wanted to do a Kermit the Frog impression on America's Got Talent. So, and the Muppets wouldn't allow him, so he had to find a turtle that could do an impression of a frog, right?
And we're so excited to hear that you're going to be on tour and you're coming to Fort Pierce. Tell me about that, and will Winston be joining us?
Oh, are you kidding? A show without me? No one would come to that show. Well, that's not really true, but yes, of course, Winston will be there. He's actually the star of my show. People love him, but the show is incredibly funny. By the time you leave, your sides will ache from laughing so hard. That's true. And I do a lot of comedy. Yes, we all do. We take you through every style of music you can imagine. We have an Elvis Presley impersonator. Yeah, he's not very good, but Terry sings for him, so he's really good when Terry sings. Well, he's very funny. Let's put it that way. We also do rock music from the 1970s. We do modern music like Justin Bieber. We do, there's just something for everybody, every era. We do the Commodores. We do Earth, Wind, and Fire. We do Marvin Gaye. We have a female puppet, Vicky the Cougar, very, very funny, but she also does some great impressions of women singers. I'm telling you, the show is like nothing you've ever seen before. You will absolutely have a great time. Come on out and just forget your problems for a little while. You're going to love it. Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Well, we can't wait to check it out. And if people are interested in learning more and to get tickets, where should we direct them?
Oh, terryfader.com. Right. terryfader.com. That's my website. And you can just click on my upcoming road shows and my touring schedule, and we'll have a link there for you to go and get tickets.
Well, perfect. We can't wait to see you and Winston there. It should be a great show. We're looking forward to it. Thank you, Terry. Can't get enough of South Florida Daily? Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at South FL Daily.
And don't forget, we post fun things like giveaways, behind the scenes stuff on our social media accounts. You can also see more stories like the ones you're seeing today on our website, southfldaily.com. Time for your weekend rundown. A few events happening in our backyard over the next few days. First Friday at 5 is back in Boynton Beach. Head to Centennial Park for a free concert Friday, February 2nd. This week's live music is by Whiskey 6. The show starts at 5 p.m. There will be food trucks and parking is free. The Jupiter Jubilee is Saturday, February 3rd. Enjoy the community celebration from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Abacoa Community Park. There will be food trucks, local vendors, a kids fun zone, and live music. It's the perfect way to celebrate all things Jupiter. Manatee Fest is Saturday, February 3rd. Head to Manatee Lagoon on West Palm Beach from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for this free family-friendly event. It's an annual celebration of manatees, the Lake Worth Lagoon, and environmental conservation. There will be food and craft vendors, a kids zone, photo opportunities with the Manatee Lagoon mascot Mia, and so much more. For more information on these events and other happenings, visit southfldaily.com.